DNA fingerprinting uses patches of DNA within the human genome that vary extremely from one person to another. The original technology that we developed 25 years ago made use of bits of DNA that we call mini-satellites. These consist of a short sequence, typically about 30 bases long in the DNA, which is repeated over and over again to give you chunks of DNA, thousands of bases long, that can vary in the number of repeats or stutters very considerably from person to person. So that was the original DNA fingerprinting technology. DNA fingerprinting looked at many of these mini-satellites simultaneously to give an entirely individual specific pattern, with the exception of identical twins. And then we developed a derivative technology which looks at one mini-satellite at a time to produce DNA profiling, which became the standard forensic technology well into the 1990s. Subsequent to that, of course, PCR, polymerase chain reaction, the ability to amplify trace amounts of DNA, has replaced the whole of that mini-satellite technology. So the bits of DNA that are used now are what we call microsatellites. These stuttered bits of DNA with a much shorter repeat unit and considerably smaller number of repeats. Those are very easy to amplify and to type, and that is now the standard international technology. So, for example, if you were to fall foul of the police and they took a mouth swab off you, what would then happen would be that the DNA would be extracted from the cells present in that mouth swab. About 10 microsatellites would then be amplified up and typed in an automated system, which then gives you a readout for each of those 10 microsatellites in terms of the number of stutters or repeats that you have in your two alleles, one inherited from either parent.